You're listening to the very 74th episode of the Celtic Crack Podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ones in Bury.
Bury?
Bury. The ones in Bury.
The ones out in Bury.
Yeah.
Back at it again.
Consistency is key, man.
It is, isn't it? We are one consistent bunch of lads.
Two in a row.
Very consistent at being consistent. Can't even say it anymore.
Isn't it funny, like, the more you say a word, the weirder it sounds. Like, that doesn't make sense in my head.
Any word, like, you can do any word. They're all just made up words anyway. Someone made them up.
Do you like the tea I made you, Jude?
It's fucking decent, man.
There's Rohypnol in it.
Lovely.
Handy.
Roofling. Handy for you, not for me.
Exactly. Handy for myself and Mikey in a while. CCP gangbang.
What about the country being back to normal? And just like that, the virus is gone.
Yeah. We were asked about that as well.
We still have banged that COVID by.
Tell you, man. We still banged the COVID, but did we?
Yeah, bang.
Get in Barry Scott there when you sort out the whole fucking lot for you.
Fucking, yeah, it's a funny one, alright, isn't it? I was not expecting any of this to actually go ahead. Yeah. When it seemed like in the space of a week, they just went, it was like as if in the space of a week, they started just telling the truth. And I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. Yeah. I heard like Donnelly or one of them on the radio being like, yeah, it looks like we're over the worst of it now. You know, the Omicron wasn't nowhere near as bad as we thought it was going to be. And I was like, what the fuck, like? I can't believe he's even saying this.
Stephen Donnelly looks like a penis.
He does. An ugly penis.
Yeah.
But like all along they've been making it out to be so bad, and they kept milking it. And I was like, there's some weird angle here that I'm missing, like, for them to be coming out saying, it's not as bad as we thought and we can go ahead now and start lifting restrictions. And then I was still like, yeah, they say all this now, but when it comes to it, they'll be like, oh, we couldn't lift this and this now, but we tried, you know, this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Then they just came out and lifted almost all restrictions.
When it comes to COVID sorts, vaccine sorts.
Yeah.
Is it just travel you need them for?
Yeah, international travel, yeah.
That is it?
That's it, yeah.
Lovely, because I joined the gym last week.
And
so I'm trying to drop the LBs, you know what I mean?
Fucked,
And when I joined, your man never asked me for the COVID sort.
Yeah.
I joined at was it like 3 o'clock in the day on a Saturday? I think it was. And I went Monday night and I said, you know what, I'm going to get up early now Tuesday morning. I'll go it's open at 6:30. I'll get up. I'm working in around Limerick, so I'll get up and I'll get there for 6:30 and I'll do 45 minutes. Got in there anyway and your one asked me for the COVID. Said, I actually don't have it on me. You bring it in the next time. Had my phone in my hand, man.
Yeah, I left it in my other phone. Yeah. I sell drugs, like, so. You know,
as you can see, I just have my Nokia 3210 with me at the moment.
Yeah, it's on my drug dealing phone. Sorry about that. Lousy and all those people that went out and took that experimental biochemical agent anyway, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it, Mikey? Those people who...
I gave it to him anyway in the text message. Did you read what I said to him in the text message? Did I send that to you, Mikey? Did I?
You didn't know.
It was a reminder because I had applied for the vaccine because I have a wedding in Scotland. And like I was saying, if you're unvaccinated, you have to isolate for 10 days when you get there. So I was paranoid about that. So that's the only reason why I did it.
That's how they get you.
And then I got a reminder saying that not to forget that your vaccination is this Tuesday at 10:10. And I sent them back a message, Mikey, saying, what was it again? I can't remember. Narcos. Restrictions were lifted. Nice one for fuck all. They'll get it though. They'll get it, won't they? They'll know I'm joking, like.
Oh yeah, of
they
course.
won't get me, but they'll get the joke.
That's your man now off the podcast. He's a messer boy. They'll probably be like, he'll be in, he's only messing. And then you don't come in there.
They're above in the headquarters now, they're like, he bastard got me anyway. I feel like such a douche.
Yeah.
Rimming?
What?
There's guidelines for sex during COVID.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. Rimming.
Dip your penis in...
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I hate to be like raining on the old parade or anything, but I don't trust this at all. Like, I can't see this lasting. I think they have some weird little angle going on here now where they're trying to make themselves look good in some way, like they always do. It's just a fucking mad turnaround, like, for all of a sudden to just be like, okay, I lift everything. Like, what? Out of nowhere, like, they didn't taper off or anything. It was just like, boom, take everything away. And now you can all go out and do what you like. Yeah, except for children.
Suspiciously sudden.
Children still have to wear masks in school. Like, that's taking the fucking piss.
It is, yeah.
We talk to anyone who has young kids, like, they're in fucking school all day with the front with the door open and all the windows open in the classroom, freezing to death all fucking day with masks on their faces.
I think they just want to get the vaccines into the kids because
that's exactly
the one demographic that don't have have the least vaccines.
That's exactly what they're doing, man. They're trying to fucking
How does it feel to be a lab rat, Mikey?
Listen, I think the government's doing a great job and we should pay more taxes.
See, that's the microchip now making them say that.
Yeah.
Sneaky microchip inside the old thing.
Microchip
Lads, we're going to get banned off the internet for saying this shit.
Yeah. Imagine.
There's algorithms gone mad all over the place. They're picking up on everything. You can't even post anything on Instagram or anything like related to this, and it's just like flagged or taken down, and people are getting anything at all.
Do you know what else? Willie O'D was knocking on my door there with a knife in his pocket, like.
Oh yeah,
he was,
deadly. Not one bit
with
surprised.
his drawn on tash, Sharpie tash.
I posted
just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you.
Willie O'D. What do you think of the old video anyway? I haven't given him a slap.
Fucking hell, like.
Some
They're
video.
unprofessional, like, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd say he was tanked on Guinness, though, man.
Steamed up.
Yeah. I could
Steamed
smell
up.
the whiskey through the fucking WhatsApp video. It was disgusting.
Deadly man.
He was
Willie,
doing the pure Denzel in training there, like.
Yeah. You know when you're
King
sober,
Kong
you can
up
pick
in
up on
this
these things?
What?
You know when you're sober, you can pick up on these things?
Yeah, fucking man. I think we should probably clear that up as well, because I'd say, like, I listened to the episode back last week and I was like, people are probably believing that you were on heroin and every kind of drug. Like, he was joking about all that, lads. Okay.
I don't take
Fucking
it.
hell.
Not anymore.
You did give up the drink, like, but other than that, he was kind of taking the piss about everything else.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually like,
Oh, we're a big
because I was
drinker.
thinking about it afterwards. I was like, you'd missed a lot of episodes and all, like, and people probably thought, oh Jesus, Jude must have been going through some shit, like he was on heroin.
I was in January, man.
He was out having a holy.
Would you believe it, man?
Yeah.
Most of the time I let you down. You know, when I told you I was coming up and I never turned up, I was actually on the way up, man.
Yeah.
And I stopped off in Fine Wines. And I said,
fuck's sake. Cunt of a thing, isn't it?
Buckfast for me, baby.
Yeah.
No,
Were you drinking? You didn't drink Buckfast.
No, I didn't ever drink Buckfast. Guinness or Carlsberg.
Yeah.
So like the last time I drank, it was nearly a year ago. I just did the dog in it, man. And I think I drank so much that weekend. I didn't sleep at all the weekend. Like I drank 3 bottles of whiskey and I'd say about 35 to 40 cans.
I can't do
the
that.
whole weekend. And I just had so much alcohol. I just said, no, I cannot do this shit more.
Yeah.
I can't
Man,
do
I
this
can't.
shit no more. But then I woke up, went into work on the Monday, and then by the Tuesday I was feeling fine, so I got more drink.
Yeah.
And then it was the Tuesday was the last day I drank, which was the 9th of February last year.
No, I can't even do it 2 days in a row. I'm no good for drinking. Like, if I went out and got lashed tonight, forget about tomorrow. I'm done. Like, I'm just fucking feeling sorry for myself all day tomorrow.
Yeah, man, but that's the age we're at as well, like.
No, I was always like that though. I could never
yeah?
drink like 2 nights in a row. Unless now, you know, if you're away on holidays or something, you're in the pure mad buzz. Like, you have to go there every next year on holiday or whatever. But other than that, if I drink, like, if I drink a lot, like in one night, I'm just like dying the next day. And you know, people are like, oh, you have to have a cure or you'll be grand. Could never even try that. I was just like, no.
That always sorted me out. No, the first one was hard to get down. You could feel yourself getting steamed as well.
Yeah. I could never just get myself to accept that. My brain is just like, get alcohol away from me. I feel like shit, and I could never do it.
I always had to have a few cans for the following day for the shakes.
Fucking
2 or 3 cans, and that'll give me that used to give me the courage then to get up and fucking go out by more. Like get up on the bicycle, mouldy drunk, because at the time I wasn't driving, but I am now. Yeah, get up on the bicycle, cycle up, man. I've often cycled up mouldy drunk up to the off license. How I got up the road is beyond me. In the ice.
Do you remember you drove a bus in Australia when you were langers?
That actually happened a few times, man.
Drove a bus.
Fucking
It was a small bus.
A bus full of children, like.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck, like.
There was a fella that was living in the hostel with us, man. He was driving his own car, langers drunk, and he hit some mains in Mildura.
Was it that Italian fellow, was it?
I'd know he was English.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he knocked out half the power from Mildura.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Swear to God, man. Like, he just hit off some fucking mains box that was there with him. And he just knocked out half the power, half the lights will say up.
That's like straight out of an episode of The Simpsons, isn't it?
Hospital and everything gone.
The man was depressed off his head. He wouldn't come out of his room for days.
Fuck's sake.
If I was him, I'd be living my best life, man, because a couple of days later you're going to be sent to prison. I think he's still in jail over there.
Jesus, go away.
No, man. You know how fucking bad they are, man, for shit like that, like.
Yeah, don't mess about, in fairness.
Sure, didn't you get a fine for being on the phone to me?
Yeah. Dude, like, rang me right at the wrong time. I'd been on the road for about 10 hours at that stage, like, and didn't pass one squad car. Jude rang me, didn't pick up the phone. Whoop, squad car straight away. I was like, you bastard.
Yeah.
600.
No, he just hung up the... we were talking for about a half an hour, I'd say.
We were talking for a while.
I was on a farm in Obram at the time. We were talking for about a half an hour, and all of a sudden, then the phone. The phone call just ended like that, and I just assumed, all right, he's on the way from Melbourne to fucking.
Or he's dead.
Yeah, he's on the way from Melbourne to fucking Sydney, so he's after hitting a patch there with zero reception. Because I tried to ring him back a few times, no go. I went in for a nap because, you know what I mean, on my sleep, and did a wash, and I rang him then, and Eugene was like, "Man, you have some time in his head."
Yeah, cop out of bollocks. 636 quid.
Yeah,
He fined me.
didn't pay him.
Not at all. He got not 1 cent off me.
Yeah.
I just bailed out of the country. See you later. See you later, Australia. Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, man. Good times.
That was a bit much.
Hard to believe, man. We'll be home 10 years. Well, you'll be home 10 years on June 13th this year. I'll be home. I'll be home 10 years because I did Asia for a couple of months. I'll be home.
Mikey was there. How long were you there after we left?
I was there until 2014.
2014, yeah?
Christmas 2014, yeah.
Jesus, so you were there
2 years more than you would say.
Oh, yeah. It was 13 the weekend back, yeah.
It was 13 the weekend back.
I was thinking it was 11.
9 years,
yeah. Jesus.
13 the weekend back, yeah. So it'll be 9 years. That's madness still to think, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It was a great life experience, guys.
It was, you know. I killed a kangaroo and everything.
Yeah.
Some laugh.
You killed 4 cows.
Yeah. What the fuck, like?
You hit him with his car and then what you do? Belt him with a shovel.
Yeah, the farmer finished him off with tried to kill him with a shovel. It wasn't good enough, so then he killed him with a big spanner.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what happens, though. The roads are littered with dead kangaroos over there. Like, they're all over the fucking place. They just jump straight up in front of the cars.
Yeah,
boom. A lot of them, see them in Mildura and all that, they have to be massive crash bars in front of the cars and like cages and shit.
But they purposely go for the bastards as well, like.
They go for the kangaroos.
Go for the kangaroos, fucking.
Yeah, small ones maybe. The fucking one that I hit was about 7 foot tall, I'd say.
Oh man, he did a number.
It was huge. He destroyed the car, like.
Still drivable afterwards, obviously it was, because you thought it and job with a rusty clutch.
Busted the rad, alright. Broke the rad, I changed the rad and I pulled the whole front of the car back out with a winch. Straightened it up. I have a picture of myself and Mikey working on it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changed the bonnet, changed the bumper, the lights, grill, every fucking thing. Sold it on.
Sold it after some old woman then. And
yeah, some old woman from Czechoslovakia. The Czech or Estonia?
Estonia, those boys were from there. No, the Dinger boy. It was a Toyota. That thing is still going. I guarantee you that car is still driving around Australia.
Camry.
What year was it?
A 91, I think.
Yeah.
What happened there, Mikey?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
And we're back.
Had to do a fucking fast, nothing, basically. Turn the telly off.
I do a fast check on Dundee.
I need to stop pouring water on TVs.
Yeah, you need to stop doing that shit.
Or sticking your penis in it or something.
This episode of the podcast is produced by Mikey Two Screens now. Not a good one I just came up with.
Rob the joke over that. Mog.
Yeah. Fucking
I can't even remember what we're talking about. ADHD, Bren.
Talking about finishing off a kangaroo.
Load of shit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What was it that I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, your man. Yeah, so we're down. We can't see our main screen anymore anyway, but sure, fuck it. But story of the week, lads. The lads.
Weekend at Deckies?
Yeah, Weekend at Declan's or whatever his name was. The lads. Oh man, what was it? There's two junkies.
Yeah, brought this dead guy to a fucking post office to collect his pension.
Yeah.
And he was dead, and I think the post-mortem said he was dead nearly 2 days.
Fuck off.
Ah, Jesus.
I'm not 100% sure on that now.
That just goes to show what heroin will do to you.
That actually happened in real life.
I don't even know if it's heroin, like, I'm just blaming it on heroin.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure
Don't think you do that on cocaine, like.
Nah. Cocaine is a hell of a drug, but carrying dead people around. So yeah, like one of the lads, I think, was that his grandfather or his uncle, he went to his house and your man was dead. So he was like, fuck it, his pension is due today. So himself and his friend carried a dead body to the fucking post office to collect the pension. And this is the part that I don't know. The woman behind the counter looked and said, like, he's dead.
Yeah.
And then what happened then? Did they just drop him and run out the door or what?
I think so, yeah.
No, I don't think the boys ran off.
No?
I don't think so, no. But they called the guards straight away. Then they kept asking 2 boys questions and they wouldn't admit like that he was dead. They made out that he had a heart attack or something like that.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
They laid him down on the ground until an ambulance came and decided that fella's dead. Like.
Man, that's insane, isn't it? See all the few people sent
was that his nephew that did it or his son?
I can't remember now. Or fucking
were the 2 boys related to him? Were they?
I think one of them was anyway.
One of them was anyway, yeah. I'll just see if I can find it on my phone here. What? Dead body, post office. So, two men take a corpse into Irish post office to claim dead man's pension. The deceased pensioner was described in reports as being propped up by the men as they walked into the building in County Carlow on Friday morning.
The boys had full intentions as well of getting a bag, like full into like, man, we're going to get this bag and we're going to go to space. No, you're not. You're not getting a bag and you're going to jail.
Yeah, I can't find it, but it doesn't say there very clearly who your man was. But yeah, it was one of them was a relative of his anyway. Carried him in, dead. Like, that's fucking Jesus Christ. How strung out do you have to be to carry a dead body down the road? Like,
fucking gear on, man. Do you know what I mean?
Jesus
Boys
Christ.
were probably in the rats, like going through withdrawals and shit.
That's mad. Like, just see all the memes flying around.
Do you know,
about
the boys knew they were going to get caught. We're like, fuck it, we'll chance it anyway. Like,
yeah.
the worst thing that will happen is we'll go to jail. Best thing, we'll sort out our shakes for the day.
What a thing to do though for an old bag. Fucking hell, like. And if your man was dead, like, when does rigor mortis set in? If he was dead for a few days.
A couple of hours after.
Yeah, it's hours.
Is it hours, yeah?
Yeah.
So he would have been stiff, so they were bringing him down the road.
Oh,
like.
man, like a boner walking down the road.
Carrying a stiff dead man.
Carrying
Jesus.
a stiffy.
It's fucked up though, man, like, because you joke about it or whatever, it is a mad story, but like, that's someone's fucking, like, father or grandfather, blah blah blah, and they're dragging his fucking dead body around the town. That's insane.
You don't say that now when you're watching porn, do you? That's
yeah, I know, but that's different, like. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about a bit of necrophilia there or something.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying to imply that I'm a necrophile.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I got my 2-month badge.
Haven't cracked open a cold one in a while.
Yeah, stop. Haven't jumped up top a cold one in a long time.
Yeah, that's a fucking hell, man. Like, loads.
My name is Eugene and I'm a necrophiliac. Hi, Euge.
This is Alcoholics Anonymous.
Yeah, well, fucking whatever. Listen to my story about this time I fucked a dead person, right?
Yeah. Listen to my story. I still have the horn, like. It just won't go down.
Think I'm after catching rigor mortis off a dead body. Have a very stiff penis. Oh, man.
That is a mad story, though, man. It's fucking...
No, you have to be fucking right scumbags to do that on film.
Yeah.
Like, in all seriousness.
It's hard to believe, like, that actually really happened. Like, when I heard it first, I was like, where's this going now? I thought it was a joke or something, like.
Yeah.
And then I was like, what the fuck? That actually happened? Insane. Weekend of fucking Burnies. Do you see all the memes, the TikToks and all?
My fucking WhatsApp just blew up over it, like.
Yeah.
Completely blew up. Fucking hell.
It's madness, man. What else was going on this week? There was fucking, what was the story about the
fucking Los Angeles police officers?
Oh, yeah.
They were rang to go to investigate a homicide or something, and they were playing Pokemon Go on their phone. So they just ignored that and they're fucking trying to find his Pokemon, and they fucked off doing that.
Fuck off. And this is recent? Who plays Pokemon Go anymore?
Yeah. So they didn't even bother going to the scene of the crime or anything?
No. Just kept playing away.
Fucking hell.
LA is probably nearly the worst city for fucking crime at the moment in America. Like, these two boys.
That are fucking Detroit, I'd say.
Pokemon Go. I thought the story was that they arrived on the scene or whatever, but then they realised that there was like a rare Pokemon in the area or something, so they went off looking for that.
No, I think they were
They
playing
didn't even bother.
as the call came in. Like,
I never played that game. Did you ever play it now?
No, one of the boys was mad for it though.
I don't bother playing any games. Any games.
I always wanted games consoles and shit for Christmas because all my mates had them. But I was an unruly bastard in school, man. I just wouldn't listen. So my mother gave me an ultimatum. Says, "If you listen, says if your grades improve this year, says I'll get you one for Christmas." So I did well, not too well, but it was an improvement for me. Like
Commodore 64.
So I ended up getting a Super Nintendo when the PlayStation 2 came out.
Yeah.
did you have a Tamagotchi? No.
Nah.
What fucking stupid kind of a thing they were. Like.
I know, man. And fucking to make it worse, like they basically reintroduced that shit with Grand Theft Auto. Then you see that, like when you're playing in Grand Theft Auto and that, like you can have an apartment and you have a dog in your apartment and your phone beeps every now and then to tell you to go back and feed the dog and shit. I was like, what the fuck, like Tamagotchi, and you in your 30s, and people are doing it. Then like people are doing it. I tell you, one of the lads was in my gaff one day and his phone beeped and he was like, "Oh man, I have to feed the dog." I was like, "Did you get a dog?" He's like, "No, like in GTA, you know, I have a dog.
Online.
You should see my apartment and all this." I was like, "You don't really have any apartment or dog, man. Forget about him. Let that imaginary dog die and enjoy yourself."
Probably
Fucking
going
hell.
through it all again now with this fucking metaverse thing.
This is what I was getting to, yeah. Like, fucking hell, this metaverse, man. Like, what is the story with that? Is it launched now and everything?
I think so, yeah. I think you can buy real estate in it and the whole
Yeah.
What's
fucking market.
metaverse?
Virtual real estate. This, like, Facebook now has changed its name to Meta, and they've launched this fucking metaverse of a whole virtual reality, a whole world, like, basically, or universe, whatever you want to call it. Have you not seen the ads for it or anything?
No.
With that fucking robot, Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He's getting more and more like your man Data out of Star Trek. Do you
He
remember
is,
him?
man, yeah.
His fucking weird haircut. Now it's like he's doing it on purpose.
Mm.
And
he said in a job or a fucking interview one day,
yeah.
I used to be human. I mean, I am a human.
Yeah. He goes like, oh, I understand those feelings. Like, you're human, and I was human. I mean, I am human. And then I was like, is he doing this shit on purpose, like, or what? Trying to make people paranoid. He's gone out of his way to make himself look like a robot. And then even the way he talks, the way he acts and everything, that time when he was in court, he was just pure stiff.
Man, he looked like fucking death.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he did
That's
that.
what I mean, like, fucking hell. I'd say there's conspiracy theories flying around about him that he's not actually human anymore.
He's a
He's
lizard.
been replaced by a fucking android. But yeah, the metaverse thing anyway, like, you slap on your fucking headset, I suppose, and you're just in a whole different world, and you have an avatar, and you can look whatever way you want, and you can do all this cool shit that
What's
you
the whole
can't do in
purpose
real
of it,
life.
like?
It's just a fucking
Stay in front
game,
of your
basically.
phone all day long.
Well, now you wouldn't even be, and you'd have a headset on, like, so you're actually in there looking around, like. Do you ever try a VR headset?
Yeah, man. They're
They're
freaky.
They're fucking immersive, like, aren't
Yeah.
they? Mad things. Do you ever try one, Mikey?
I did, yeah. I was like fucking nearly fell over. Like,
Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's like if you do any of the roller coaster ones or everything, you
Yeah.
start getting motion sickness and everything, and you're not even moving. It's a fucking
The one that I tried, no, man, I put it on and it was dark. And then all of a sudden I was up on top of a building looking down and I
Yeah.
was shit.
it's weird, like, isn't it?
I was like,
It just
what the fuck is going on here? I looked up. Next thing there was a big massive robot behind me. I wasn't expecting it.
Ah,
A big huge fucker that was taller than me. And I was on
Yeah.
top of a building. Like,
I
something
remember
the height
the
of fucking Empire State Building or something.
fuck's sake.
It was mental.
It's mad how it tricks your brain. I what was the one, Cirque du Soleil? It starts off and there's like, you hear water and you look around and the whole room around you is filling up with water, and then there's like women kind of swimming towards you in the water and their eyes are just above the water, and you'll be like moving away and all, like, it's freaky. Tricks your brain. You know it's not real, but you still react to it for some reason. So this metaverse thing is going to be like 1,000 times better than anything we've seen, I suppose. And it's just going to be this whole world where you can do whatever the fuck you want in there.
It's
People
just
are going
another
to
yoke
just get,
keep you lazy though, man, isn't it?
yeah, it's going to consume people like 100%. People are just going to live in there and they're going to be this cool fucking character in there who has flashy cars and a nice house and blah. And they're buying virtual real estate, like buying like fucking fake plots of land. Someone paid hundreds of thousands or something to live next door to Snoop Dogg in the metaverse. Like, that's going to be a thing now. Like, Snoop Dogg has this land or whatever, so someone paid like something like 600 grand or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
For this plot of virtual real estate beside Snoop Dogg, so they can say, like, I live next to Snoop. Like, you don't.
Who gives a
You're
fuck?
still sitting at home in your mother's basement.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and you're still a virgin.
Exactly. Definitely still a virgin.
Hell yeah, man. Fucking empty cans of Red Bull around him. His brother bringing down a basin so we can shit into it. Horrible
Jesus.
bastard.
But in the metaverse, he's cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's all
Would
that
you be in the
matters.
metaverse, Jude?
What would I be in the metaverse?
Big penis, anyway.
Probably, yeah.
You can be whatever you want. You can be whatever you want in the metaverse. This is the thing. And then there's like, you can go and visit your friends and
Is
shit.
this
So we were all
something-
in there.
Is this something that's already started, or
And I think it's already started, yeah, because like I was saying, people are buying stuff in there and all. I've heard stories of people buying stuff. There's probably like metaverse.com now or something that you just go to, I don't know.
yeah,
But I haven't tried to look at it because I don't have a VR headset anymore, so I don't know.
anymore?
Yeah, like I don't have one. So don't have one any less. But yeah, like I don't know, man. That's definitely going to take over people's lives because there's people with like Call of Duty and fucking Fortnite and shit like that are just stuck to their Xbox
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck you play them on. PlayStations and Xboxes, they're stuck to them all the time,
Constantly,
like,
man.
and that's nowhere near the level of fucking immersion. Do you know what I mean?
Fucking annoys the bollocks.
It's going to replace people's lives, but that's the thing. Like, they're talking now about people will be able to get jobs in the metaverse. Like, that there's going to be jobs you can do in there where you learn crypto, and you can buy stuff out of that in, like, for real life, and you can buy virtual cars, virtual this, virtual, like, people are just going to live in there. They're just going to actually disappear into the metaverse.
Fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, and like I think there's a few of them now. Like that's Facebook's one, but there's going to be a few of these virtual realities. Like,
sure, Facebook owns fucking everything now, no?
I think it's going to be very fucking cool, but have a look at it every now and then, I'd say, and then get on with your life. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck that, man. It's mad to think what kids are growing up with now. Like NFTs as well, after taking off in a big way.
Yeah,
this shit like
non-fungible tokens.
Non-fungible tokens. They're just basically like fucking digital art or whatever. Like, but it's like
say like a fucking chimpanzee or something, isn't it?
Yeah, there's loads of them. There's like those, is it apes, bored apes or whatever the fuck they're called. But they're like, the best way to explain it is the baseball cards. So the way people collect those baseball cards, and there's rare ones and they're worth loads of money and blah blah blah. NFTs now are like a digital version of that. So say like a famous artist could make a little bit of digital art, and then that's stored in on the blockchain like fucking cryptocurrency or whatever, but it has a signature and all this shit, like a certificate of authenticity to say that he created it and who owns it and all this kind of shit. Like, so you can buy it from him then, and then you own that original piece of art. Like, obviously anyone can screenshot it and download it and blah blah blah, but they don't own the original. You do, and people are paying millions for these things. Your man Logan Paul paid like 6 million or something, wasn't it, for a rare Pokemon, a rare Pikachu?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
NFT or something like that. And then the last I heard, it was looking like it was a fake, that it wasn't the original at all. So he had to go and sort it out. I don't know if it turned out to be the original one or not, but that's insane. Like, you see your man, what's the fuck his name? Beeple. He's made millions upon millions upon millions of selling NFTs. He's just a fella who's known as like a graphic digital artist, like online or whatever. So he started selling his little drawings and shit as NFTs, and he's just making millions.
I don't know what the fucking world is coming to it on. Like.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Whatever happened to just getting up in the morning and going to work, like.
Yeah. That's all going to stop, I'd say. Fuck. We'll all be replaced by robots. We'll all just be inside in the Metaverse.
Yeah.
Fucking drinking virtual vodka and pretending we're drunk or something, falling around the place.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, how does that happen? If there's a party in the Metaverse, do we all just pretend we're drinking or something? You know? What the fuck, like? It's very weird. Like.
I shit knows after a 9 meal.
Yeah.
That's after a wreck in my head, like.
Yeah.
I zoned out halfway through it because I was like, nah, man, this is bollocks.
Yeah. But they're saying, like, say, like, if the three of us were in it now, like, we could meet up, like, in there. Do you know what I mean? I could, like, teleport to your place. As opposed
to meeting up here, like.
Yeah. I can just teleport to your place, and it's like I'm in the room with you, Mikey, and we can do whatever we want. I'd love to know what it's like. See, like, you'd need to have, I was thinking about it, like, you'd need to have one of those omnidirectional treadmills. You see those yokes? It's like a treadmill electron, you can run in any direction.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, like, you'd need to have something like that, and then you'd have, like, suits coming out, those haptic feedback suits, where, you know, if you get hit or whatever, you can feel it, or if you bump off something, you feel the vibration in your arm and that kind of shit. Like by the time, if you're on one of those treadmills and you're wearing one of those suits and you've the headset on and the earphones over your ears, you're just gone. You're in there then, like, that's it.
But at least you're active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're actually getting a bit of exercise.
Yeah. It's insane. There's that film, Ready Player One. Did you see that?
No.
Did you see it, Mikey?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's what it's all about. Like, it's about in the future that people just basically live in there, like. And that came out only a few years ago. Worth it now look, because that's where we're headed, I say. But people in the real world has gone to shit in this film. Like, people are just living in fucking squalor, like. But they all have an old omnidirectional fucking treadmill and a headset, and they just live inside in this fucking fake universe. I don't know. Madness, man. It is crazy. Carry on, but sure, that's the way it's going, lads. We're all just going to fucking merge with the machines, like, isn't it?
This is after coronavirus.
What?
When coronavirus ends, this is all going to happen.
Oh, sure, that's ended, isn't it?
Oh yeah, Jesus, like that. Poof, it's gone.
Allegedly, yeah. That was a few of the questions that we got.
What?
Like, I put up earlier, like, for listeners to send in questions, and some of them were like, "What the fuck happened to COVID? How did it just disappear?" Like, but yeah, we might as well go through a few of the questions we got, shall we?
Yes.
This one is from a lad called Jonathan. What's the crack, Jonathan? He said, "What do you make of the electric scooters and scramblers? There's a lot of people getting hurt or killed off them lately."
I mean, there was a video going around of a funeral this week.
Yeah.
They were causing havoc, like, you know, dangerous shit.
Yeah, man. I don't think they can make them illegal, but at least fucking put some sort of tax on them, man.
I don't know, man. Like, I think they have a lot of fucking positives. Like, they're handy. Like, they're a convenient little way to fly around.
And put an age limit on them, like.
Yeah, they need to do something. What they need to do really is send someone from the government to fuck them off over to like Amsterdam or somewhere like that, where everyone's on bicycles, and figure out how they do it without killing themselves, and then come back and implement something here, whether it's bike lanes or widen our roads or something, because our roads are shit over here.
Bad, yeah,
and we've fucking new 45 scooters flying up and down the road, weaving them around traffic and shit. Like, there's been times where I've been driving along, and one of them, like, it could be at night, and they'll undercut you, and then they'll whip in between. They'll whip in between you and the car in front of you and just take off, and they're all fucking blacked out, like you can't see them or anything.
All blacked out, dropping off stuff.
Things like that, they need to come up with something to just make them a small bit safer so people aren't getting killed. Other than that, I think they're a great idea, though.
A lot of the young fellas that are on them are way too young to be even on the road.
That's what I'm saying as well, man. Then you need to have an age limit on it. You'd want a fucking mature teenager to be on it.
Drive through Weston like on Christmas Day. It's just fucking madness. Like, they all get them for Christmas.
Are you talking about scramblers now or e-scooters?
Scramblers.
The scramblers are all over the place in those. Yeah, but
the scrambler or the e-scooters are handy for drug dealers. Like, if when they fucking skirt away when the cars come after them, like, just slip off.
Handy for drug
dealers.
Getting
them.
Yeah.
So if there's any aspiring drug dealers, get an e-scooter.
Get an e-scooter, and
soap it up, and get it chipped, bring it in and get it remapped and chipped. So she'll do about 120.
Get yourself a black skull mask then,
yeah.
Right up over here.
And a fanny pack for all the drugs.
Yeah. I think I've seen that in something. There's some show where someone's flying around on one of them, handing out drugs.
That's real life, man.
Yeah.
That is real life. That's
I probably just saw when I was driving down the road. There's, I think, like, in terms of like cutting down traffic and just as a handy way to get around and all that, yeah, cool. Like, they're very handy. But they fucking banned them in this country, and then they unbanned them, and then they classed them as a mechanically propelled vehicle. So they were like, you have
to get tax and insurance.
Yeah, you have to get tax and insurance and all that. But then there's no insurance companies in the country that insure them. So everyone's still just back up flying around in them. I don't know. Fucking hell, man. I think they're a cool little thing. Great way to get around. But yeah, they need to start something out so that young fellas aren't getting killed off them. They'll take you out walking down the road. Like, you don't hear them coming in as well. That's the bad thing about it. And that's the bad thing about these electric cars, man. These do you ever just be like walking around the corner and an electric car flies out in front of you?
Man,
you cannot hear it coming.
I was where was I yesterday? Prattle Woods in the car park. Took the dog for a walk. And I was just putting the dog into the boot of the car, or into the car. And I looked around, and there was an electric car right up behind me. Like, I did not hear that bastard coming. Like.
The only hope you have is the noise the tyre makes on the road. The tyres make on the road. Like,
that's the only thing that was the only saving grace, because you can hear it on the loose gravel.
Yeah. But other than that, like, if you're walking around a corner or something, especially like if you were out running or something like that, now you just assume there's nothing coming because you can't. You're automatically.
But you're going to have headphones in if you're running anyway. The majority of people.
But if you were just like running out to your car or something, John, you were running across the road or whatever, like, you're just like, your brain is automatically. We've learned over the years to listen out for cars. Like, if you're going around a corner, you're like, I don't hear any car coming. Yeah. That doesn't matter now. You still get taken out by a car that you can't hear. I don't know.
Should they make them softer?
Should they just put little speakers in them and make brum brum noises going down the road?
Either that or just put sponge bonnets on them.
Some of the Hyundai ones have a kind of little sound that they make, like, out of a speaker on the front.
Yeah.
Just for deaf people or whatever. Like, but I don't think they are.
For deaf people?
For people who can't hear at all?
Or hard of hearing. Not fully deaf. Blind people.
Yeah.
For deaf people in wheelchairs?
Like subtitles for the blind.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Sign language for the blind. Fucking... Yeah, I don't know. Like, they should probably add some kind of a sound to them, but, like, I don't know. I think that would probably wreck your head then as well to get that right. If you're driving down the road and the car's going, and it's not matching the way you're driving, that would drive me mad. Like, if you were flying on and the car was just going,
this man has 3 penalty points.
Yeah. Stand back. Yeah. So yeah, that's the old scooters and things like that. Anyway.
Yeah. Next question, please.
Where are we? Yeah, it was Graham McCormack that was on the show a few times. He was like, where the fuck did COVID just disappear to? It's a funny one, isn't it? I think we kind of talked about that, yeah. Huh?
That's the conspiracy theorist fella, is it?
Yeah. He likes no conspiracy theory. The boxer.
Yeah.
But mainly conspiracy theory.
I wasn't on it.
What? You didn't watch it because you weren't on it?
Because I wasn't on it. Whose fault was that, Judah?
Yeah.
The drink. Bugfest.
Fucking But yeah, it's funny, alright. Like we talked about that already, the way just all of a sudden everything's cool. I don't trust them. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But what I'd say anyway is just get out and enjoy yourselves while you can anyway, lads,
Yeah.
just in case.
Enjoy yourself.
Just in case. Just enjoy yourself. Go handy now. Don't be going too mad. Just go, you know what I mean?
And who knows, you might make it a few quid at the end of the day.
Handy. But again, yeah, but the thing that, so I thought of straight away when people started asking that, I was like, where did the regular flu disappear to for the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Because that just vanished. And then all of a sudden, everyone was testing
Cold
positive.
was gone as well, yeah.
It was those fucked up PCR tests.
Yeah,
Everyone who had the flu, they were like, oh, you have COVID. No, they didn't. Liars. Anyway, what was the next one? Yeah, another one, yeah, from Jor Macaulay. What's happening, Jor? It was asking again, why were the restrictions after 2 years lifted super wicked fast?
Super wicked fast, man.
That's it. I don't know, man.
Because it's super wicked lies.
Again, don't trust them. Don't trust them. This one from Gavin Crosby. Topic: did any of you change in any way whatsoever throughout the pandemic? No matter how minor or major.
Put on about 1.5 stone.
I did myself.
You did? Who did not?
I did.
Did you, Mikey?
Show
Can't tell.
the camera, Mike.
You carry it well, though, because you're about fucking...
You're about 12 feet tall.
Small little bit of a belly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking...
I put on about 6 stone. And give up the
yeah, I fucking... my life changed completely. Completely. Like, I think as well, like, I know this fucking last 2 years has been shit for a lot of people and there's a lot of bad things to it, but I think there's a lot of good will come out of it as well, because, like, there's people who are just living their lives in a shitty way and they were just, like, going through the motions every day. Like, it's like they didn't get a chance to think about it. Like, you don't, it's just go, work, sleep, or whatever the fuck, like. Because, like, for me, coming up to the last, or coming up to that first lockdown, I didn't have 2 minutes to myself at that stage, like. You know, the way I was doing things was just like, I always had something to do, and a lot of it was I was spending time doing shit that I didn't want to do, so work-wise and shit like that. Yeah. And like, you didn't get a chance to think about it because it's just go all the time. You have bills to pay, you have to keep doing it, this kind of shit, like. But then when the lockdown kicked in, it was like you were forced to just sit down and do fuck all for a while. Yeah. And yeah, I just started thinking about it, and I was just like,
I was lucky that way though, man, because like I was working the whole way throughout the pandemic because it was I was classed as a, what did they call it again?
Essential worker.
Essential worker, yeah. We were building fucking wings in hospitals and shit.
Yeah.
So I was very lucky.
Yeah, I was lucky enough in that way as well, because I was still able to like work from home and shit like that anyway, like. But like, yeah, I changed a lot of shit about my life. Like, I basically changed everything, like work wise and the way I was living and everything, and I'm fucking just way better off now, like. Yeah. So in one way, I'm glad. I probably would have just continued on, just fucking going through the motions every day, you know, and you don't get a chance to sit down and think about it.
It didn't seem like it phased you, though.
Nah.
It didn't seem like it bothered you.
Nah. That's it. Like, it was just, you know, just the way it was, and you don't really think about it. But then, like, when, you know, I think it gave a lot of people a time to just sit down and fucking assess, like, what the fuck am I doing? Yeah. You know, that's a lot of people made a lot of positive changes.
In like a situation like that anyway, man, I think, like, especially if I don't see a way out of it, I think the best thing to do there is just go with the flow, man. Just kind of fucking expect the worst.
Yeah, I'm
If you're forced to go home, stay at home, just fucking expect it so you're not shocked by it.
Yeah, I have to say as well though, man, our fucking listeners, boy, we've a sound bunch of listeners. Lovely
guys and gals.
The whole way throughout all those lockdowns and all that shit that went on, like, they never stopped messaging, like, what story, lads, you coming back, when you coming back and all this, and it was fucking unreal. Like, I thought after a small while that people would be just like, fuck them and forget about the podcast, but they kept messaging. And then remember, at the start of the first podcast, like I was saying, I didn't really have much time to myself at that stage. So when the first lockdown came in, I was like, I'm finally going to get to sit down and watch some of these box sets that people are talking about on Netflix shows and blah, 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 because I didn't have time to watch any of them. And then I was living with you at the time, and I fucking plugged out the router, do you remember? And I plugged it back in. Yeah. And I fucking blew. The power box blew. So I was like, here we go now, lockdown, like full on lockdown. We weren't allowed to go more than 2 kilometers from our home at this stage. There was checkpoints everywhere and all this shit. I was like, what am I going to do now? I posted it on the podcast account, and a fella called Dion out in Tomagate replied to me and said, like, I have one there. If you want it, I'll meet you now. So I was like, nice one. Never met him before or anything, like, went out and got that from him. Went in home and we had broadband, so at least we were stuck in the house and we had something to watch. Like,
letters from Vodafone addressed to you.
Yeah,
they make great Tinder, man.
They were, handy for lighting fires.
Handy for lighting fires.
That's all they're good for. Bills, light the fire with them. Say nothing to no one, man.
Light the fire, yeah.
But yeah, and then there was I came out one morning and went to start my van. Nope. Van was just like, nah, forget about it. And your man Tino, do you remember Tino Fettuccini? Tino Frettolini. He has an Italian. I always forget his name. His surname is Italian. Tino Profiterole. Remember him?
Yeah. Tino's still on.
Yeah. Tino, I think it's Frattaroli. But yeah, he fucking came out. He's a mechanic. Like, he came out a few times, went out of his way to help me out, like to start the van and everything.
His mother a teacher, by the way.
I don't know. She could be.
She's an Irish one, but is it Frattaroli? I think I had her for.
Frattaroli, yeah.
I think I had her inside in school.
Let us know, Tino. Jude probably gave your mother the best of abuse. You should probably fucking sort him out for that when you see him.
Oh man, she was horrible though, if it was.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, she was a thundering bitch.
Oh man, you can't say that. Poor Tino will be up to your door.
She made my life hell, no. That was only because I unscrewed the blackboard and I fell down the top.
Yeah, well, you made her life hell, so.
Yeah, well, I was only a young fella.
Yeah, but sure, you were a palace.
Just having fun.
Yeah, man.
Just being myself.
Just a bunch of guys messing around.
You were only expressing yourself.
Miss O'Leary Flatteroli, I think her name was. She was married to an Italian. She was actually a French teacher.
She must be related to him. There can't be too many fettuccinis around, like.
Why did you have a screwdriver in school?
Das Limerick said,
my father's a carpenter, so I took it off him. Don't tell him though.
Okay.
Still have it.
Screw me.
He's still looking for it.
No one started.
Stop.
I'm not depressed anymore.
But yeah, fucking fair play to him anyway as well for coming out. You know, like fucking people that I didn't know or anything. And
sorry for giving your mother an awful loan if it is her.
Yeah. I don't know. No. All I know is he's a mechanic and his missus is himself and his missus watch the podcast every week religiously, I've been told.
Yeah.
And his missus is a makeup artist. Best makeup artist around, Tino said. She does his makeup and I tell you now, you see him around, he'd be covered in oil and all from working on cars, but his makeup is always immaculate. He'd be immaculate, Jude.
Stop. The blush and his cheekbones are pure prominent.
Stop. Fucking eyelashes like paintbrushes.
Yeah, like butterflies hanging off his lid.
He's one sticks a man for saying that.
One by one, huh? Yeah. If you don't let me do it, I'm telling the boys we do it all the time. Steamer.
Jesus.
Stop. He sounds like somebody with a good sense of humour anyway.
Yeah, he is. I told him I was going to slag him this week anyway.
Nice one. Didn't tell him I was going to slag him though, so that's going to be a shock to him. Huh?
Yeah.
No,
it's cool though, man. Like I was saying, like just for like people that don't even know, to just be like, yeah, cool, I'll help you out with that or whatever. Like, sound bunch, and there was no.
I must get those. I must get that bunch on fucking Snapchat in case I'm in a bit of a pickle.
Oh yeah,
Jude O'Doherty.
Yeah,
add me.
Yeah, is that your Snapchat?
That's my Snapchat.
Follow him on TikTok.
Just Jude O'Doherty. Yeah,
yeah, follow me on TikTok.
He's a rising star on TikTok.
I should fucking actually do more videos now on TikTok, man.
You should, yeah.
Just sneer the bollocks of the people.
Yeah, just like the fuck.
Poor misfortunes go down the road, boy. Just.
Do you know what you do? Slag those fucking tradesmen on TikTok, man. They wreck my head. Do you know these fools with the
roofers?
All of them, pretty much all of them.
I like the roofers are funny, man.
Oh yeah, but no, there is a few of those, and other ones you're on about, just lads having the old banter on site and that kind of thing. Like, they're grand, but these fucking boys be like, hey guys, it's fucking.
There's an Australian fucking renderer that does that, man. He wrecks my head.
But these lads with like
he makes it out as if it's the best job in the world.
Yeah,
and it's horrible to do it, man.
They do all this unnecessary shit trying to make things look fancy, and they're like, I get so frustrated looking at them. Like they're like, oh, I'm going to tile this wall and butter up the back of the tile, make sure you're doing. These guys like. I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm like, why are you making a video? First of all, just tile the wall and shut up about it. Like. Do you know what I mean? No one cares.
They show them doing the final rub on a wall, and they've only one wall in the whole room plaster.
Yeah,
I mean, how are you making money, man?
Exactly.
The whole fucking room, like.
Put down the phone and finish the job.
Yeah.
You're getting paid to do it back.
4 hits he's doing there in one room.
Just spotless clean Snickers pants. You never did a day's work in your life, you go on me. Oh, man. Yeah, annoyed the shit out of me, boy. But it's like, it's always the same. It's basic, simple shit. Like, if I see one more cunt cutting around a socket, whether it's a fucking skirting board or a tile or whatever it is, and then they're just like, and it says on the screen like, so satisfying, and he just like puts it in place. You're like, go fuck yourself, man. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Do you know what I mean? Imagine a fucking postman making a video of him like putting the letter in the letter box,
putting his Mickey out and
like, oh, look at that.
So satisfying.
Now it's on the other side of the door. Fuck you, man. That's what you're supposed to do.
Camera goes on to his leg. Oh, look at him tearing the ankle off me. Jack Russell then giving it to him.
Yeah, just butter up the back of the tile though, and they flick the tile over and spin it around, and just like butter up the back of the tile. Always make sure you butter up and use directional troweling. And you're just like, stop, man, just tile the wall and stop talking shit.
This is coming from a fellow who didn't go to fast, like. Neither did I. But who needs
fast.
it?
Fuck fast.
That's fast.
I went to the school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
I'm a full-time mad bastard.
Yeah, full-time mammy.
I use silicone to put on tiles on my wall, so.
Yeah, handy. Fuck that. Whatever sticks them on, sticks them on.
Exactly, yeah.
Didn't have to butter up the back of them or nothing. Just stuck them on.
You get that stuff, it's like, what's it called? No more growth.
Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff.
No more adhesive.
No more adhesive.
No more tile adhesive. Comes in a tube. Yeah, I don't know, man. All these fools anyway annoy the fuck out of me.
I love TikTok though, man. TikTok actually got me through the pandemic, man.
It is good now. But then, you know, these kind of videos keep coming up. Them now, and then there's women who are just like, they have the phone out in front of them and they're just like moving it around and making little faces, and then they like might put it up and down their body, and that's the video.
That's
then
the whole video, yeah.
I'm just like, you absolute spastic, put down the phone.
Attention-seeking
Yeah, like
spastic,
what are you expecting there for me to go, wow, you're amazing, sitting there doing fuck all, like.
What's the
There was
big
one of
festival?
those, yeah, man. Or they're just standing in front of the camera like that, and it says rate me 1 to 10 or whatever. And that one of them came up last night, right? Your one had a suction cup hanging off her face.
Yeah, the lips.
Man, and what did it say?
Lick her lips and stick her to the window.
It said she was an Irish one anyway, and it said something about, will I stay in tonight or go out? End of the pandemic or something like that, yeah. I don't know, man, if you can get through the door with those lips, man, you'll be fucking achieving something anyway. But I went into the comments and I was like, oh wow, so beautiful.
Yeah.
So beautiful. And I didn't want to sneer her, but I wanted to tell her how I felt.
Yeah.
So I just said, those lips, not for me. And that was it. That was it, man. And I think I was very respectful when I said it.
Yeah.
Because I was really annoyed by her, man.
Yeah.
What she did to my head inside didn't come out in my fingers when I was typing.
That's growth. That's some personal growth you've went through.
I tell you one thing, man.
That was a few years ago.
Bollocks off her in the car this morning.
Yeah.
On my own.
Yeah.
What? Man, I didn't know what. Look, I was looking at her. I was like, love, if I took you on a date now, I wouldn't know whether to laugh at you or lick your lips and stick you to a window.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
They're a nuisance, man. They're a fucking nuisance. It's
I
like
hate that shit, man.
It's just
really
like TikTok or Instagram knows you're a man, so it just keeps showing you these fucking stupid videos of women, and they're doing nothing. Like, but sometimes they're dancing, and they've no business dancing. They're like in their 20s or 30s, and they're doing these stupid shit, when they're doing this shit with their hands, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
They're just like, what was that? Like
the ones
what the fuck?
that are just miming a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that's it, like.
But they're
It's
in their
not
knickers and
talent,
bra or something, then like,
Yeah.
and you're just like, lads, how is there so many of these women out there that are that desperate for attention that they're sitting at home putting on bikinis and this and that and just making
At home,
videos?
exactly, at home, in the kitchen. And the young fella's starving.
Yeah,
The
not a
young
child
fella's
in the
starving
house,
with the hunger,
washed.
And he's there on the ground in a nappy trying to open up a tin of SpaghettiOs.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? He wearing it off the tiles. He's fucking up the tile, but she don't give a fuck.
nah,
As long as he doesn't
She's
knock
too
the
busy.
tripod with the phone in it.
yeah, exactly, yeah. Stay
Handicapped
away from my
whores
life.
bastard. She's not even great then, man. I know, man. I'm sick of this shit. Don't laugh at me. I'm sick of this
Yeah.
shit. It's rotten. Like,
This
you need to tell these people, we're not bullying you. We're telling you how it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
no one
don't
cares.
kill yourself. You're just not good looking. It's rotten, man. What are you laughing at, Mike? I'm being serious, man. Serious, like, I mean, it's pure attention seeking.
Yeah,
man.
it is. Yeah, it's
But-
weird. Like
But
it's
at the end of the day, like they're a lot of these ones have 100,000 subscribers. Like,
of course
so
they do,
they're
man.
getting the
Places-
attention, and that's just feeding the fucking
Yeah,
Yeah.
feeding their
Places-
career or whatever you want to call it. Like, you know.
Well,
It's-
maybe that's just me. I'm jealous because I don't have that many followers.
yeah,
But yeah, it does annoy
it's-
me,
it,
man.
it blows my mind anyway. Blows my jocks off that there's
I'm gonna
so
save, do you know what I'm
many
gonna
of
do
those
now, right?
women.
The next week, right? Next weekend, I'm going to save as many videos as possible. The videos we're talking about, yeah?
Yeah.
Those cunts.
Yeah,
And I'm going to bring them
ones
up
who are
here and I'm
doing
going to show
nothing.
them to the camera.
I guarantee you, if I open TikTok now and start scrolling, within about 3 videos, it's going to be some half-naked one who's just doing nothing, basically, just or like moving the camera around and like maybe pushing her lips out or something.
Yeah.
It just annoys me. It's just like, what are you doing?
I pray for these women. Like,
Glad it's not just me anyway. Glad it's not
it just
me.
annoys the bollocks. Man, and I think it's because they have it in their head, oh, this is sexy. Men love
Yeah.
this. I'm here to tell you, no, men don't like that shit
Yeah,
at all. Like,
at all.
at all. It is
Nah.
disgusting.
Some of them kind of start out with all the tits and arse shot, like, and then they'll go to a coffee shop and they'll take a picture of the coffee to their spot, thinking like they're giving that business some fucking some exposure and all this shit. Like, you know, they think they're fucking great.
They're
that annoys me because
then.
they're getting involved in other people's business then, like by taking a picture of the coffee cup, thinking that they're influential. Then, like,
here's a Starbucks I had today. Starbucks. Fuck Starbucks.
Hashtag Starbucks.
Starbucks is rotten, man.
Yeah,
I mean, the only people drinking Starbucks, the only are
pretentious.
No, not even that, man. They're only doing it because they see Starbucks in fucking films and shit like that. Starbucks is, and they think they're important because they drink.
I don't drink coffee.
I like Starbucks. No, you don't. You think you're in Hollywood. You're not. You're in O'Connell Street. Love, fuck off out of it.
Yeah, I don't like coffee, but I've got their tea a few times and it's fucking horrible. Like,
I mean, you think you're somebody because they write your name, they write your autograph on the side of the mug. Like,
Joe has had enough of the internet anyway.
Oh man,
too many internets.
Yeah, just I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, that's like that to me. Like, whatever. Look, if women want to do that, fucking whatever. I'm just sick of seeing it.
It makes you happy, but it's not
completely
sexy.
Pointless. Yeah, and it's not sexy at all. Any of that shit, like any like. No man really is into that.
Like, no, but another one
they'll ride you.
Arse implants.
That's all.
Yeah, we're not saying we won't. But
yeah, I don't know what they're trying to achieve by it, man. But it's just weird. Like I would never be like,
especially when
here,
they see
look at me, and that's all.
Especially when they see the likes of Donatella Versace and fucking Sylvester Stallone's mother, what it did to them. That doesn't scare them, like. That's fucking,
getting all of
that's
too
plastic
much
surgery abuse, like. Seriously, when you look like that when you're older.
Yeah, it's shocking what happens to some of them, isn't it?
Fucking hell, man.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then because she was gorgeous as well, man.
Yeah, that's it. It's very annoying when there's a woman that doesn't need it and she goes away ruining her face, pumping up her lips and getting all this shit. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, you did not need to be doing that. Now you look worse.
Of like taking that away or reducing it or something. There's no way of going back to normal once you have it. If you see a girl now who has no lips and all of a sudden then she's boom.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know if they really pump them up to the last, they'll probably stretch the skin or something, I'd imagine. But I think when like they just get a small little bit in there, I think it just wears off after a while. They have to keep getting it topped up. So I think it does go back to normal. But I'm guessing there's a limit. Like if you stretch them too much,
some of that like botulinum, which is a thing that causes an allergic reaction to cause the face to swell. Isn't it?
Like the stuff out of a bee sting.
Yeah, it's poisonous. Like
They use something from an extract from a bee sting or something to make their lips swell out.
Yeah.
That's going to be fucking sore, like.
It's going to be sore, but I imagine that would only last for a couple of hours, like.
I don't know, they've figured out a way to make it last, I suppose, but yeah, it doesn't last forever, like. Yeah, it's a damn shame. I don't know.
Nice, man.
Leave yourself alone.
I enjoyed that now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I had to say that about those so-called tradesmen. Like, they annoy the shit out of me, man. They're just like, they're usually doing everything wrong. They're trying to be all fancy. And I'm just screaming at the phone going, that's not how you do that. And they're like, you're trying to be cool, but it ended up looking shit.
You know what I love about TikTok as well? Like, obviously I love the crack on it. You know, the funny videos and shit and people failing and shit. But I love when you come across a video and there's a fella making something out of nothing and it comes out to be brilliant. There's this one fella I came across, man, and he made a machine gun, a submachine gun, entirely out of cardboard and paper. You want to see this thing, man. One of the ones that rotates, you know, it's got fucking a barrel, like it's got like about 15 or 20 barrels in it. And it rotates. You want to see this thing,
Does it shoot something?
It shoots shit, yeah. It shoots paper bullets and shit.
Yeah.
But it's fucking savage, man. It took him an awful long time. And he had all the fucking... He cut everything down. Like he had, what would they call them? Would you call them stencils, is it? And he traced the paper out the stencil. I think he might have bought them online or something. Or he could have made them himself. But he made a fucking submachine gun out of it, man. Like a little Tommy gun. What would you call those guns? There's like the magazine.
Yeah, it's a Tommy gun, isn't it?
No, the Tommy gun you hold by hand. This is the one that's on the tripod.
Yeah.
But it's got the fucking...
Like the 50 cal fucking yokes or whatever.
It's sick, man. Another fella then made a barbecue for hot dogs out of a can of Coke and I thought it was serious.
Yeah. I like shit like that.
He hooked up a little a motor to it and it just rotated the hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
With 2 burning candles underneath it. I thought it was savage, man.
Yeah, see, like clever little stuff like that, and when someone actually does something that works, like, you know.
Or people like making a barbecue out of a fucking beer cake. Turn it to the side, cut it open. That's crafty shit. I love that side of that. And do you know what else I love about it as well? Do you ever come across the Japanese joiners in it? And they're doing like mortise and tenon joints and dovetail joints.
Don't think so, no.
Man, you want to see these. That's what you call satisfying.
See, I love that shit. I love when it's someone who's just like doing it right and like.
And it's crafty.
You know, yeah.
And they're making them the old way as well, hammer and chisel.
Yeah.
No machines.
But if you're just tiling a backsplash like in someone's kitchen or whatever,
gives a fuck.
like, wow, Like I fucking.
Says the man that puts it up in Snapchat. You put it up in Snapchat.
Oh yeah,
what
well
a job.
that's no, but that's before and afters is about all I'll ever post. You know, I'll show my work, but I'm not making a video going, look at this, how I'm going to butter up the back of this tile, and I'm going to put my laser level over here. Look at the line. You're like, fuck off, no one cares about all that. Like, just tile it once, shut up. When you're done, take a picture of it. Then that's it. Do you know what I mean?
Give yourself a pat in the back, like
whatever. Like, but my God, man. Just too many. But you know what I'm seeing an awful lot of lately? Like, I guarantee you, if I go through Instagram or TikTok now, there'll be one after the other of women doing DIY around the house. That's the fucking sign of the times, and they're doing serious jobs too.
Good work.
They're not doing they're not doing any of this fucking bullshit that I was just talking about. It's literally just like what you call them, not a montage, but sort of time lapse videos of them just banging something together and fucking doing a feature wall or something. You're like, fuck, serious job of that.
There's one woman I came across, an American woman. She did up the whole house while her husband was overseas. He's in the army.
I think I might have seen that. Yeah,
and she fucking she put in a brand new bathroom.
Yeah, it's gas, like,
she
isn't
did
it?
a great job. No, she says she did it, like, but she probably fucking just took a couple of cheeky videos of her on her knees or something.
That's probably the way we're headed, I'd say. That's the way we're going to have to go, because there's too many soft boys out there these days who don't want to do anything. Like, do you know what I mean? How many young lads want to be a tradesman these days?
There's fucking no apprentices. We had a good fellow with us, man. He was a labourer, and we tried to get him on board as an apprentice. Wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
He's gone from us now, and he's a great labourer. Like,
they don't want.
He's only a young lad. He's 19, and he was a fucking a good man to take a slag as well. Like, you know what I mean? Because he knew the banter. But now he's starting an apprenticeship as an electrician, and there's zero crack with him, man.
Yeah.
I walked on site with a few electricians, man, and all they do is stand on ladder. No, I'm not saying it's not a hard job, but they stand on ladder. They could be standing on a ladder in place for like an hour and a half, pulling cables. Yeah. Not for me, man.
Nah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be on
you wouldn't want to
street there, no selling my
electrician
body.
Electrician's a tough job as well. You'd be chasing walls and fucking fishing wires up through attics.
You get the
but that's it. That's what I'm on about. You'll be fishing the wires. You'll be fucking fishing the wires through, but you'll be standing in the same spot for fucking upwards of 2 hours. Like.
Jobs like that are a bit of a bollock stuff. It's electrics or plumbing.
On the bright side, they pay good. Like, it's the highest paid trade in the business, trade wise. Like.
Yeah.
Electrician, it would be,
Probably would be, yeah. It would. Industrial electricians make serious money.
But that's what he's doing as well, yeah. He's going down industrial. He tried to get in with the ESV. Yeah. But it's, who you know, I suppose. Whose dick you suck, I suppose.
That's it, yeah. It's all about the old hand job.
Yeah.
The reach around. Yeah, jobs like that though, for me, man, fucking messing around with electrics and plumbing and shit like that, it's the kind of thing like when you're finished it and you leave there, like my mind would just be playing on my mind all day. But like, did I tighten that back up? Did I connect that wire to the right thing? Or is the house going to go on fire when I'm asleep? It wouldn't. It would wreck my head. Like, is the house going to flood? I definitely tightened it, didn't I?
That's what I noticed about myself now, especially since I gave up the drink, is that if I'm doing a job and if I'm plastering 2 walls, one beside the other, and we'll say there's the hard corner there, there's a small lump at the end, I have to get rid of that, because if I'm thinking about that on the way home, man, it will ruin my day. Like, something that small.
That's a good way to be.
If I'm plastering up and I drag a stone up through it, and I don't fill in that, that will annoy the ball.
You would have to, yeah. That's a good way to be, like.
You're a perfectionist, Jude. That's what it is, like. You know?
Yeah. Right way to be. Aidan T asked, have we ever been to New Zealand?
Never, no. We were close, though.
Yes.
We all lived in Australia. Did you go to New Zealand, Mikey?
Did, yeah.
Go where?
I went to the Ireland-Italy match. I suppose it was before I met you.
It was before we
was it? It was before you went to Australia, you went to New Zealand.
No, he was there. But the World Cup. The World Cup was on in 2011 when we were there. September 2011. No, it would have been.
It was 2011.
October, November.
So you went from Australia.
Yeah, I flew from Brisbane down to Dunedin.
I don't know where that is. Good
That's
spot.
like the South Island. It's probably the most boring place in New Zealand. Like, but it was good crack. Like,
yeah,
I liked in New Zealand. They're cool. Like,
really nice. Sure, fucking Australia is full of them anyway.
Yeah.
Bro, tin to tin, bro.
First and chops.
Yeah, dick. What's that ad where if you want to stain your dick?
Yeah,
the dick stain. They start like what they say, like deck, like dick, and tin, like tin.
Tin, yeah.
It's tin to tin, bro.
I love the.
That's mean.
I love the Maori language, man.
Never heard it.
I love them. They're speaking Maori. Like.
They're clicks in that, no?
Yeah. No, that's
African.
South African. The Zulus, isn't it? Or?
The Zulus, yeah. Hassa, that's what they call them.
Oh, yeah.
The X is that.
Yeah, never been there, but I've only seen pictures, and like a lot of the lads that we knew in Australia would have been there.
Yeah.
And
Weather-wise, it's supposed to be very similar to Ireland, man.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a very green country.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot higher mountains than we have. Like Lord of the Rings was set there.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. The scenery over there is ridiculous.
Yeah,
like,
I would love to go there, man. I really would love to go there.
The infrastructure isn't great there on the South Island now because the roads are very bad. Like
over the fuck, is that where the earthquake was a couple of years back? Was it
Christchurch?
Christchurch, yeah. That's where the fucking it was as well, wasn't it? The massacre there 2 years ago.
That's right, your man. Yeah.
Oh fuck it! I forgot about that, man.
The fella went in and shot up the fucking
the mosque, wasn't it?
Taped the whole lot. Recorded the whole lot.
Fucking scumbag. I remember watching the video, man. I thought it was a fucking joke. Nothing came out in the news about it at the time, and the video was floating around. And I watched it. I thought it was a piss take. But when I found out it was real, and I watched it again, there was one fella just ran when your man was there. Ran across the room, tried to attack your man, and in that moment, I'm thinking to myself, that fella's a hero.
Yeah.
That fella's a fucking hero.
I thought he was just trying to get out the door.
No, man, he went for him, like.
Fuck.
And your man saw him and fucking shot him.
Yeah.
There was just piles of bodies there, man.
Mad bastard, like. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah. I'd say this will probably be the last one we have time for, is it?
Yeah.
Time are we now? Fucking Collins 86. What is all three of yours favourite conspiracy theory? What are our favourite conspiracy theories? My favourite one used to be, anyway, the New World Order. You know, the whole, they're trying to bring about New World Order. I used to think it was very funny. And I used to think, there's no way they're going to be able to pull that off. Yeah. And now I'm just watching the whole thing unfold. Like, a bit by bit, every detail of that conspiracy theory that's been around for years, it's all just happening right in front of me. Yeah. And no one is putting up a fight against it. Yeah. That was the one thing with me. I used to go, yeah, Jesus, I can see why they might want to do all of that, but they're never going to get away with it. There's no way the whole world is going to go along with it, and everyone's going to line up and take a shot and blah, 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 blah. It's fucking doing it, like. It's insane. So it's probably not my favourite one anymore. That's probably the one I hate the most now. Do you know what's the funny one, though? Wow. Do you know your one? She's one of the Kardashians, and there's a conspiracy theory flying around there that O.J. Simpson's her father. Have you seen that?
A white one?
She came from the
bird.
Yeah, she's the whitest one out of the Kardashians. That's why it's funny. The rest of them have a tan at least. Like, I don't know what her name is.
She came from the juice of the juice.
Yeah. Oh, juice. That's I thought that was hilarious. But I just saw a fucking TikTok of it the other day as I was flying through, and it was her on stage saying, there's a conspiracy flying around that O.J. Simpson's my dad, which I hope isn't true because I did fuck him one time. I was like, at least she has a sense of humour about it anyway.
I'm not a massive fucking conspiracy theorist, like, but I do find them interesting, but the one I find very laughable is flat earthers.
Oh yeah,
that is insane.
The thing about that though, man, it's very easy to see why they believe it. It's so much easier to get your head around, and so much easier to believe than the fact that we're on a ball spinning through space. And like, you know, there's so much, like, our heads can't wrap, or like, you can't wrap your mind around.
But nobody has seen the edge, have they? Nobody's seen the edge. Nobody's walked to the edge or sailed to the edge and seen it.
Well, I heard stories that people did, but sure, fuck
exactly,
knows. Like.
But nobody's seen it yet. We have gotten into a rocket.
Who knows?
Went up to the sky and took a photograph of the Earth. We have done that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What else do you want? I'm going to turn them all around now with this statement.
Yeah. Solved it.
See that?
The world's a ball.
It's a ball.
We're all in a ball.
And we're being pulled to it. We don't fall, we get pulled.
Pulled or pushed?
Pulled. You get pulled to it.
Pushing down on us? Is gravity push down on us or pull down?
Gravity pulls you. Gravitational pull us from the Earth.
Ah, the fucking one anyway.
Stop.
Same effect, isn't it? Yeah, fucking, yeah, no, it's fucking like, if you look at the flat Earth model that they have, your brain is just like, oh yeah, cool, it's flat, we're standing on top of it, that's why you don't fall off. I can get my head around that. But then when you start looking at the real one, like, that we're on this fucking ball and it's spinning and we're flying through space and the moon is going around us counterclockwise, and whilst we're going around the sun, and
the moon is controlling all the tides.
Yeah, like, it's fucking hard to get your head around all that. Why don't we fall off? Gravity. Oh, I don't know. What if you're down on the bottom? Like, it's just gravity. Like, you know, it's just, it's mad. Like,
you've been pulled from every fucking, every part of it.
I know, I get it. Like, I've watched loads of, like, Neil deGrasse Tyson and all explaining it, so it dumbs it down so you can get your head around it. But, like, I'm saying, for these people who believe that it's flat, it's very easy to believe it's flat. Do you know what I mean? It's harder to get your head around the actual real model. Like,
that's because it is. It's a lot easier to believe that it's flat than walking it.
Yeah. You know, your brain just accepts that. You're standing on something flat, cool. You know, the rest of it is mental. Like, how the fuck? I don't know, man. For all of that shit they fucking have.
I agree.
I farted about 6 or 7 times tonight. Did you hear one?
Was that one there?
I smelled him all.
I'd say that one probably came out.
Did you smell him on? Jesus Christ, that's rotten, man. Like silage.
As I'd say, we're probably gone away over time. I don't know how long we're gone because
we're gone
we had a little malfunction.
Yeah.
About 5 minutes over time.
We'll call it a day. So.
Yeah, have we anything else that we needed to talk about or anything?
Sound for all the nice messages and stuff. No,
yeah.
Coming back
Don't
there
forget to add me on
Cheers
Snapchat
for that, yeah.
And
we got a lovely
TikTok.
reception back. Loads of fucking positive messages. People were glad to see us back. Yort. Appreciate all of that. And all the ones who were in touch whilst we were away. Fucking unreal. Means a lot, in fairness.
Yeah.
Emotional. Yeah.
Damage.
Emotional damage. Straight
man.
away, that just reminded me of him. Fucking.
You want a bomba?
Double homicide.
Big boys. What you say, Mikey?
Double homicide.
Double homicide.
Yeah, we'll have to get.
Clip, no, she was like, I just had an abortion. Twins. And then someone behind her goes, wow, double homicide.
Fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Who was your man who asked? Oh, yeah. Are we going to have Take It to Mikey back next week or what?
Maybe.
There's lads there asking Kevin.
An air of suspense now about this. You know.
He's trying to think of jokes.
Kevin W was asking for a Take It to Mikey compilation. He says they're brilliant. He's borrowed a few jokes to use on Tinder. Great success. Oh, I had a kid. Huh?
I want to see the success. Send me pictures of that success.
Mikey wants videos of your success. Of your success.
Is she normal or does she have a retardation?
Yeah, so we'll wrap it up. So I suppose we're going way over, lads. I'd say, right? ccpodcast.ie. All the details around there. Subscribe everywhere. Wherever you're listening to this, subscribe now. Follow us.
Jude Celtic Pod on TikTok. Do it.
Yeah.
Follow him. I'll make you laugh. I'll push some poor child into a canal or something. I'll do anything. Anything.
Tune in to find out.
Go on.
All right, play us out, Mikey.
Go, Mike.
All right, boys. Jesus.
Yeah.